When you actually put two of your feet into self improvement, it's actually more harder than you think. It's an overwhelming thing to do, I understand. I think that I'm starting to notice that everyone who is on this journey of achieving what they set out for, no matter what it is, whether your goals are financial related, health related, or just destroying a habit, we, and we as in the small group of people who are actually committed to their words, go through the same cycle. The cycle that you are probably going through right now, where you start as a loser, then you stumble upon self improvement, which enlightens you, and you're so motivated you start doing every advice that is thrown at you for the past 1 to 2 years. And you've made it. You are no longer the version of yourself that you hated in the past. But I want you to understand this. When you start self improvement for the first time, reading one page of a book is already progress. Going to the gym for once a week is already progress. Waking up a little bit earlier than you used to is already progress, because your baseline is very low. So the first few years of this journey, or your journey, to me, it's just the beginning. It's like the tutorial or the basics that you have to go through. The real thing, the real journey, starts not from transforming the loser to the average person. The real journey starts from making that big leap from average to, well, not average, or elite, or high achiever, whatever you want to call it. And that second part of the transformation is the challenging part. And so it's where many people fail. It's very overwhelming. You are fighting an uphill battle every day of your life, trying to mold bad habits into good ones. So falling into ruts, which are moments where your body and mind just can't keep up with the stress, is common. I stayed in this sedentary position in the middle for a very long time. And just over 9 months ago, that I finally figured out what I needed and what you need to get the wheels turning again. And that is nature. Nature is probably one of the most valuable things that God has given to us. Because I just think that when you are in nature and you channel all the attention and focus from the stress and challenges to the trees, the water, the grass, the dirt, the stones, it just feels like everything becomes clear, as if you have an answer to all your problems. I know this sounds stupid and bullshit to most people, which I totally agree. I feel like a retard talking about this fantasy woo-woo thing, but I gave it a try. And I spent a good 30 minutes looking at the mountains with no music on, just with myself, and I've seen what it can do. When you are at your desk, at work, or at home and you are grinding through your assignments and mission, you are always being bombarded with informations, problems, and arguments. There are so many things happening inside you when you are actively putting in the work. There are so many things, so many to-do lists, so many details that you have to swallow and take the action in order to achieve what you set out for. And without a place and time to rearrange those thoughts, they build up and they clog your mind. You are a human being. We have storage limits. Once we have reached the limits and we don't respect the time it needs to process and work its way around, you are not freeing space for better ideas to be formed. So that's where the trees, the grass, the dirt, water, and rocks step in. Sometimes when we are so burdened by something, we don't see it for the way it actually is. When you are angry, you think it's the other person's fault. When you fail, you think you're not good enough. When you are sad, you think that all hope is gone. Different emotions can create a different message inside your head. Take a step back into nature and see things for what it truly is. Maybe the reason that you fail is because the timing isn't right. Maybe the reason that you felt angry about that person is because you misunderstood their good intentions. So here is my advice. If you feel like nothing is going the way you want, everything that you planned out didn't work as planned, and it feels like it's over, like there's no hope, go out into Mother Nature. If you live in the city, like I do, that's okay. Just open Google Maps and find any green spot on the map and take a taxi there. Nature is everywhere. It doesn't have to be something grand like mountains and waterfalls. It can be the small park in the middle of the city. Let's say that you have arrived at that location. The next thing to do is just walk around. Walk for as long as you like and find a nice spot to sit down and breathe. That might be the first breath that you have done consciously this whole month. And when you breathe out, just forget about everything. Don't mind the people walking past you. Don't mind the unfinished task. Don't mind the little insecurities that you have. Have no mind. Be present with Mother Nature and just take a look at the scenery. You can look at my screen if you want. A nice analogy that I like to think about is comparing nature to loading screen in video games. In video games, when you just finished a hard level or you are fast traveling to another location, you have a 15 to 30 seconds of loading screen where you just sat there in silence. And many people find loading screens so annoying because of how slow it is. But it's actually one of the aspects that makes the game much more valuable. Just like nature, it's a period of peace that you give to yourself as a transition to the next mission. Without it, no matter how hard you work, you are just going through the same chaos every day of your life until it becomes a mess. Nature has got to be the biggest catalyst to your journey. I hope this advice helps. Thank you for your time.